I'm very excited for this. We are going to be doing a little bit of a show and tell. I have a few things that I've picked up recently on my dilly-dallying and lollygagging about my neighborhood that I'm very excited to show you. So, the first thing that I've got to get out of the way is this. So, I did a little bit of a whoopsie-daisy on Easter Sunday. My sister and I were frolicking about the yard, and I slipped, and I fell, and I broke my wrist. First bone I've ever broken. Woohoo! But yeah, I apologize if I end up clumping my way through this video. It's not intentional. I'm just clumsy. I do find myself often tapping on it for some relaxation, though. I don't tend to like scratching sounds, I don't know about you. I actually picked green, not only because it's my favorite color, it's actually my favorite color because it's my best friend's favorite color. And it makes me think of her every time I see it. It's also a very nice springtime color. Alright, enough of exploiting my injuries. Let's get to the good stuff. So, this is in no particular order because I can't remember when I buy things. I just buy them. But the first thing, I actually got these yesterday. They're sun earrings with a little brown stone on top. They have these mischievous faces. Let's see if I can take this one out. Mischievous little face. I love them. I buy far too many earrings, but focus. I figure if you're gonna collect something, go big or go home, right? I don't know if you guys have seen her on Instagram, but and I don't even really remember her name, but she does this series called doing my makeup to match my weird earrings, so I have an excuse to wear them all. And I'm not a makeup person, but if I was, I've got plenty of weird earrings, let me tell you. I like the way these jingle jangle about when I'm walking around and just doing my thing. It's very nice, very relaxing. Okay. The next thing that I've got is this book. I'm not supposed to hold things yet. I apologize for the occasional grimace. So this is Harvard Classics. The 5-foot shelf of books. I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorite sounds in the entirety of this planet. Not so much with nails, but I like just the thick sound of it. It's got some substance. Got the yellowed pages. I found this at one of the local bookshops in my area. I've been trying to declutter my space a little bit. So I took in a stack of books. Hoping to narrow down what was on my shelves. And I came away with 2 more books. So it was okay. Why pass up on good literature, you know? So I thought there was one in here. I should have marked it. Let's see. One thing I've noticed with this on is it's extremely hard to flip pages. I was trying to read something for her class and it wasn't happening. I think this one is from a sonnet, maybe, or a poem. Let's see. Alright, this one is called Now Sleeps the Crimson Petal. Let's see if I can rearrange a little bit. Now sleeps the crimson petal, now the white, nor waves the cypress in the palace walk, nor winks the gold fin in the porphyry front. The firefly wakens, waken thou with me. Now droops the milk-white peacock like a ghost, and like a ghost she glimmers onto me. Now lies the earth all denay to the stars, and all thy heart lies open unto me. Now slides the silent meteor on, and leaves a shining furrow as thoughts in me. Now folds the lily all her sweetness up, and slips into the bosom of the lake. So fold thyself, my dearest, thou, and slip into my bosom and be lost in me. I have absolutely no idea what that was about. These are all classic literature, so those tend to be a little controversial. Excuse me. So I hope I didn't just read anything that was racy. We don't want racy ASMR, do we? I read one from my best friend recently. See, I keep bumping stuff. I need some Adderall. Get this ADHD under control. I read one from my best friend recently that I really enjoyed. I'll have to find it and post it on here. It was very sweet. Next, we will do this perfume bottle. I got this at Marshall's. Oddly enough, I tend to buy a lot of my trinkety stuff there. It's got this purple and you can't really tell, but it's like a light pink color here on the front, the petals laced with white, the center laced with gold, the center is gold with green gems, and the side is ivy with faux diamonds and emerald green leaves, and the top is this little crystal. It's almost like a kaleidoscope. It really is a kaleidoscope. The scent, so the brand that produces these is an Arabic brand, I think. And the scent was supposed to be at all. I just picked it up because I really enjoyed the packaging, and it reminds me of, there's one Goodnight Moon ASMR video where it's a 1920s Valentine's Day video. It's one of my absolute favorites from her. If you haven't checked out Goodnight Moon ASMR, immediately go check her out immediately. But she had a pink one of these, and I saw this at Marshall's and I was like, oh my gosh, it's from Goodnight Moon, I have to have it. So the scent is very floral, extremely floral. It's almost like, let's see, it does give me a headache every time I smell it, so I don't wear it out. It's just for pretty. It's almost, it almost smells like laundry detergent. It is a fragrance concentrate, so it's not just perfume. It's strong perfume. Sorry. There's not even enough in there to make any liquid sounds. But yeah, I just saw it and I thought it was really cool. Like I said, I'm a drink it girl. Alright. What should we do next? We will do one of my other books that I have to show you. So this is, I wish I could do more tracing. This is Billy Joe Tatum's Wild Foods Field Guide and Cookbook. My mom and I were walking around some adjacent neighborhoods to ours, handing out flyers for her friend's business, and much to my surprise and excitement, they had one of those take a book, leave a book, but it was so full, overflowing with books that the door wouldn't even close. So shame on me, I just took one. This one has several different types of plants that you can forage. Sorry, word fart. There's also a note in the very front. It says, ouch, to Cindy, Jerry, and Travis, happy hunting and Merry Christmas, 1985. Love, Sherry. It's very sad. This book has a lot of mold damage. I don't know if you can tell. And water damage. The door on the library was not sealed at all, so it was just letting moisture in, but the classic guide to finding and preparing more than 70 wild edibles, now in a new backpack size format for on-the-spot identification and reference. A selection from the plants, herbs, greens, and fruits included in the field guide. Spring, asparagus, chicory, chives, dandelion, mint, mulberry, mustard, onion, watercress, wild ginger, and yucca. Summer, bee balm, blackberry, garlic, minnow mushroom, puffball, shaggy bean, sulfur, shelf. Autumn, acorn, hickory nut, Jerusalem artichoke, mint, pecan, persimmon, violet, wild sassafras, and wintercrest. I didn't know that chanterelles were considered winter. That might be for a different area than I'm in. There's the man himself, Billy Joe Tatum, having a grand old time. Should we read one of the recipes? We'll just flip through, and we'll stop and read a page. Ready? We'll stop here. Ooh, beverages. Now, as I've said in past videos where I mention foraging, I do not recommend, unless you know what you're doing, do not go out, pick something, and consume it. Do plenty of research. Plenty of research. I don't want any of you going out getting sick because I read it from a book. Do your research. Make sure you know what the thing is, because there are a lot of duplicates out there. So, the first step in foraging is to be safe. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Black cherry punch. 2 cups of black cherries steamed and washed. Water to cover cherries. 4 cups of water. 1 teaspoon chopped wild ginger root. 1 2-inch cinnamon stick broken up. 1/4 cup lemon juice. 1 cup sugar or to taste. Spearmint for garnishing if available. Place black cherries in a saucepan, cover with water, and bring to a boil. Reduce heat and simmer. Cover for 5 minutes. Set aside. In another saucepan, combine 4 cups water, ginger, and cinnamon, and bring to a boil. Cool and strain out spices. After cherries are cool, place in a sieve and drain off juices, brushing the fruit gently in order to get as much flavor as possible. Drain for 20 minutes or longer. Combine cherry juice with spiced liquid and lemon juice and sugar to taste and chill. Serve garnished with a sprig of spearmint in each glass. Makes about 2 quarts. That's crazy. That sounds really good, doesn't it? I love a good forage drink. I haven't made any beverages so far, I don't think. I made soup with chanterelles. It was more of a puree, honestly. Okay. The next thing I think is going to be a record. This handsome man. I'm not sure who he is. I found this record for, I think it was $5. I was out on the town with my friend a couple weekends ago, and we always, when we go to this town, we, not always but usually, stop by this record shop. This one, I bought a few, but this is my absolute favorite. It has a lot of songs that I listen to, not on record, like on Spotify. And I love it so much. I listen to it front and back several times while I'm sitting doing homework or just hanging out. I won't even attempt. Well, I know that's Bach, and that's Handel or Handel, however you say it. I feel like if I try, I'll mess up this guy's name. Everything on the back is in German. I probably should have blocked that out. That's someone's address. But let's see if I can get the record out. Without making too much ruckus. We don't want record ruckus now, do we? Got it. Now lady was very thorough. She put her address on the record as well. This one was near perfect. There's not a scratch. There isn't even a scratch. You can see my whole computer setup. No real good tippy tappies come out of this. Maybe in the center. Made in Germany. That's upside down. Let's see. Side 2 has Johann Sebastian Bach, George Friedrich Handel, more Bach. Let's see, Christoph Willibald. I don't want to say Gluck. I feel like that's bad. Gluck. I don't know. Oh well. Thank you for making wonderful music. We'll just go with that. Alright. The next thing I want to show you is very loud, so I'm gonna have to handle it like it's a threat. It's this little lantern I got from a garden center. It was one of those that you see it on the shelf, and it was $2.50. I knew I had to have it. I'm going to a Renaissance festival this year. Well, I go every year. But I'm going with my sister and her boyfriend, and we're going to be hobbits. So, I would like to put this on my belt, but it is rather huge. It makes a lot of noise, like a lot of noise. But it's a little more green than I would have liked, like bright green. And I've got to give it to it in person. It is a lot darker. But I would have liked to have had brass or bronze. But that's okay. I can appreciate its effort. Alright. Let's see. I have a lot of books, I apologize. Next thing I've got is this journal. Lovely, lovely journal. With blue vines with white and orange flowers. I got this from Marshall's, and it's a journal. I don't know if I can open it without my hand getting in the way. We all know what a journal is. I'm not sure how many pages this has, but I almost prefer smaller journals. That way I feel more accomplished. I feel more accomplished when it's full of just my daily babbles. But I mean, that's a good amount of lines. So, I really like how this one is embroidered. It's got 1, 2, 3 in the middle, and 1, 2 on the top. And it's got this beautiful border. I just love those hollow tabs. I have several journals ahead of this one in line for use. I have one that has bumblebees and strawberries on it. I'm a little concerned to use that one though because it is biodegradable. And I don't want my stories to degrade. I'm all for eco-friendly, but I want my stories to last a little bit longer. I don't write anything particularly interesting. Not at all, not at all, not at all. But I feel like for my own sake, for my own memory's sake, having those there for if I get older or grandkids or anything like that. It's nice to have a record, you know? Anyway, the final thing that I think I have to show you tonight is these shoes that I got yesterday. And because of my bum arm, I have to take them out of the box before I can show them to you. That was very loud. Of course they're green. That's a wonderful sound. I have always loved the way shoes sound, especially leather ones. The tapping on leather shoes, just, I'm asleep immediately. That's one thing. I've never gotten tingles before, and I've heard people say that if you're an ASMR artist who has never gotten tingles before, you can tell your videos aren't the same. So you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know if mine are tingle quality. This is really just an outlet for my rambles. I probably haven't made any sense thus far. So these are Blowfish Malibu State of Mind. The reason I got these was because of my bum arm. I can't tie my shoes, and I currently work a seasonal job, and so I'm supposed to start next week, of course. So I had to get some shoes that I don't have to tie. My sister has a pair of these, and she says the tread on the bottom is practically non-existent, which I can tell. There's not much there. There's much to be wanted, so we'll see if I don't fall on my back the first day of work. That would suck. As long as there's not a customer in front of me, it's okay. I love the color of these. They're like a muted sage. And they've got these elastic strips across the top, so they're snug in place, snug in place, snug in place. They won't go flying off my feet when I slip and crack my head open. Not like the cartoons. No, sir. They say Blowfish on the bottom. Rocking it in style. I just love that sound. The shoe got its close up. Alright. I think that is gonna do it for tonight. Like I said, I just clumped my way through the video. Oh well, I tried my best. I hope that you enjoyed my rambles and I didn't scare you out of your slumber. I hope that you have a great rest of your night and that you will sleep very, 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 very well, and that you'll awake refreshed, refreshed, refreshed. next time.